Marvin, what is love?
That's a good question. It is, because, that's one of those questions that everybody wants to ask, like, what is love? What is the meaning of life? All this shit. I guess to me, love is somebody, when you're in love, you meet somebody that, I guess the old saying is, you like somebody but for their qualities, but you love them for your faults, so to speak. So, everybody's got problems. Everybody got, issues, this and this. They might be fucked up in the head. They might be poor, whatever. The fact is that you would care about them beyond this whole little, bullshit, material shit. Like, oh, her hair's nice. Damn, he got a nice car. No, fuck all that. It's pretty much, I like him. I would do anything for that person. Blah, 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 blah. All that shit. And so, people go around searching for love and all this shit, like, man, I need a girlfriend. That's not love. You don't go around really looking for love. Because usually, the thing with love is that it usually finds the person.
So you're saying love cannot be controlled. You can't say, I'm going to love this person.
No. You cannot, out of the back of your mind, just make a conclusion saying, I'm going to love this person, because that's the nature of love. And that, it's kind of like, people like saying some shit like that. It's like a fire. You light the fire, but you're really not in control of it, so to speak. You like to think you're in control of it.
So you're saying it's possible for you to start love for yourself? Yeah,
it's possible for you to start it. But for you to just feasibly say, you know what, I'm going to love this person, nah, it doesn't happen.
Okay.
It just don't happen that way.
Well, is love a one-way thing for you, though? Like, can you be in love with somebody and they not be in love with you? Is that possible?
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
So, you consider that love, too?
It's still love, but it's unrequited love.
Okay, so love is a one-way thing. Can be a one-way thing.
Yes, love can be a one-way thing. It can go both ways. It can be one way. You can say, hey, I love this chick, but then, she may not return the favor.
Well, have you ever been in love? This is a better question.
Have I ever been in love?
Personally, have you been in love?
Personally, I have thought I have been in love, but I have not.
I have not. So, by your descriptions, you have not met the requirement to be in love.
No, I have not met the requirements to be in love. I have been infatuated. I will say that. I've been infatuated quite a few times. And people get that mixed up. They think love is infatuation, especially young kids, kids like 17 and down. They think, man, I love this girl, No, not really.
All right,
You're just really infatuated.
I'm assuming you're not on the V squad, if you know what that means. Yeah. So you think, having had some has affected your chances of finding love?
Not really, because people, once again, confuse sex with love. So people go around, man, I gotta get laid, because they're trying to...
But there's girls out there who just won't like guys who's been laid before.
Yeah, that's true. There's some guy...
And how you know the girl you're supposed to be with is one of those girls,
That really doesn't matter to me, because...
So you lose on the one you were supposed to be with because you messed up and made a mistake?
People make mistakes, People, even when they find the person they love, they can still fuck it up. It's not...
100% guarantee.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. It's not guaranteed. You can fall in love with somebody, but you can still screw the whole thing up. It's a known fact. You just have to know that when you realize that you love somebody, you gotta fucking hold on to that with whatever you can, pretty much.
All right. Well, here's a better question too. Do you want kids?
Yeah, I like kids.
All right. So is this a fear for you that if you got married, that when you had kids, the woman that you love won't love you the same because she'll love the kids more? Would that bother you at all?
Would that bother me?
She's like, put more love into the kids than you. And this is a real fear in some men.
Well, that's not really a fear for me because, once you have kids, it becomes not about you. It's more about, the offspring, It's more about, you've got kids now. What are you going to do to help these kids, A, make the world a better place, and B, people these days, they have kids and they want to be selfish. They're like, well, she doesn't worry about me anymore. Dude, you have kids. This really isn't an issue anymore. You need to grow up and help raise your kids. If she stops loving you for the kids, which sometimes happens, you run across, you get married, you find a girl you love, so to speak, get married, have kids, and you find out, it's just not there anymore.
Well, what if she was, what if you, vice versa, what if you love the kids more than her, and she started getting jealous?
Well,
Could you lay down that, could you like even it out and balance it?
I don't think I'm the type of person to love something more than something else, so to speak. Especially in terms of kids and wife, because those are two different kinds of love. You have parental love, and then you have that,
But it's not really the different type of love because it's true. It's the same type of love. They'll really get jealous. Like you can give your heart to the kids and then go to sleep when they're like want to talk to you.
Well, I guess, if I have a wife that, gets all jealous because I love my kids and it seems I love them more, well, that's just, a personal problem, really.
You used to take her out to the movies. Now you're always taking the kids out to the movies, and you're like, oh, you wanted to come. That happens.
Well, I'm not that dude. I'm sorry. Some dudes are like that. I'm not that dude. If I get married, I'm still gonna, keep that shit alive. I'll still do shit with the kids because those are my kids. I have to raise them. Most black dudes these days just don't want to fucking. I done heard too many goddamn stories. I heard one yesterday about dude have kids, don't want to have nothing to do with them. I'm not gonna be that type of dude. Even if I have kids and me and my wife get divorced, I'm still gonna be there for the kids. It's gonna be about them. But I'm still gonna, so to speak, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm still gonna try things with my wife. I'm still gonna do things with her.
Still gonna take her out, anniversary.
Exactly. Because what kind of marriage is that? Is where you have kids and then it stops. That's bullshit.
But it does happen.
It happens. It does happen. But it's still bullshit. Just because it happens don't mean it ain't bullshit.
Okay, so say you do fall in love and your wife cheats on you and wants you back. Could you handle that? Because according to your love, you should be able to.
I should be able to, but I'm not going to say I am. Because with me, cheating is a whole different ball game. Because, obviously, first off, this person don't love me enough to be, loyal and trustworthy to do shit.
Well, everybody has their weak moments. She could love you to death and just have a weak moment.
Well,
it's like that fat person who wants cake,
Yeah, but the thing is about weak moments is when you're in your weak moments, that's when you really see how strong you are. You're measured in your strength by your weakest moment, not by your strongest. Mm-hmm. So, if I run across a girl and I'm married and, the temptation will be there. I'd be like, man, she's, but in the back of my mind, I'm going to be like, even though I would really like to, I can't because it's wrong and I love my wife too much or girlfriend or whatever to do that kind of shit.
And that's what you're going to base that one off of.
That's what I'm going to base that off of.
Okay. Moving on back to love, more deeper things about love. Do you feel like, have you seen somebody in love or, have you seen true love in front of you?
Have I seen true love?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen true love, but I have seen love before. And I've seen it go through its ups and downs and shit like that. I've seen it because, actually, a friend of mine, Steven, him and his girlfriend, Sarah, they've had their ups and downs. They broke it up a few times, but they get back together. And it's not this whole little, oh, I'm going to break up with you. No, I'm not. No. It's actually because, people make mistakes. Steve-O made a mistake and he broke up with her, but he realized this mistake and fixed it. Now he's back together with her and he said he wants to stay back together with her for good, which is a good thing because most dudes, once they're like 20 or whatever, they're worried more about getting pussy than fucking, finding a woman to spend the rest of their life with. So, I applaud him for that. So, do I think I've seen love around me in terms of friends? Yes, I have.
Have you seen somebody like in lust thinking it was love?
Yes, I have. My friend Jessica, actually. Her, I'm not gonna lie. He wants to laugh, but I'm not gonna lie. There have been times when she has been like, man, I really like this guy, and da-da-da-da, and I'm like, that ain't love. You just want to fuck him, like, pretty much. Like, don't bullshit me. You just want to fuck him.
Right. You think love is being honest, like, not sugarcoating it.
Yeah, because love can, and be a way, it can be brutal at times, and usually the truth and honesty and things like that can be brutal, but it's necessary. So you can't fake that kind of shit. It's either real or it's not.
Okay. So have you seen somebody in love and not getting the love returned? Like you really believe, man, they truly love this person, but it's too bad this person don't love them back.
Yes, I do. With Jason and his ex-girlfriend, because he's one of the few people that I really expected to get married in our whole little group of friends before anybody else, him and Steven. And then his girlfriend up and left him. And he was devastated. He really was broken up about it. But, he's gotten over it. He's starting to get over it now. He's getting better. Blah blah blah. So I've seen somebody in love and not really have it quite returned. So yeah, I have.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Marvin, and that's it.